Candidates, you may be seated. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Janet Lynch. I'm the Dean of Health Professions here at Sauk Valley Community College. I've had that honor for 15 years. I've been a faculty member for 32 years at the college, so this 50th anniversary means a lot to me. It also means a lot to the Board of Trustees, our administration, the rest of our faculty and staff. We welcome you, as well as the deserving candidates here, as proud families and friends, and we also welcome the members of the first graduating class at our 50th annual pinning ceremony. To begin our celebration, I'd like to introduce Dr. John Mandrell, our Vice President, who will extend his welcoming remarks.
Good afternoon. Our President, Dr. David Helmick, is unable to join us this afternoon. He is out of state with a family matter, so he sends all of his congratulations this afternoon to our graduates. While we recognize all candidates for pinning today, I'd like to especially acknowledge our appreciation for the first students and graduates who helped the college start its journey 50 years ago. We have with us tonight the following nurses from our very first pinning ceremony in 1968. They are Kathleen Lone, Beverly Mock Shoemaker, Mary Coffey Murphy, Linda Steriker Dennis, and Jackie Warner Wasson. We are thrilled these nurses and their husbands could join us, as well as Dr. Joan Lesage, one of our first nursing faculty members at the college. We also have with us SVCC's first student government president, Kent Dennis, the husband of Linda Steriker. Linda Steriker Dennis, as well as Dennis P. Fulrath. Dennis was SVCC's third student government president and is a current member of our Board of Trustees. Dennis was the impetus behind creating this special recognition of our 50th pinning ceremony. He holds SVCC dear. I would also like to acknowledge other Board of Trustee members if they are present this afternoon. Would they please stand? Last but not least, please help us welcome back Dr. Catherine Acker. Dr. Acker has suffered serious health issues this semester. She has overcome many obstacles through her hard work and perseverance, and we are grateful she can be with us tonight as she played a large role in this ADN class's educational preparation. Thank you, Dr. Acker.
Okay, at this point in time in our program, we invite the various student representatives from the programs to reflect on their feelings and memories over the past 1 or 2 years. Representing the Associate Degree Nursing Program, Manuel Mooney.
Wow. I didn't want to get emotional. So good to see Kathy. It is so good to see her. You guys look great today, by the way. Great house, great house. Thank you so much for electing me to be your speaker tonight. It has meant so much to me, and I love each and every one of you dearly. Thank you. I would also like to say thank you to the original class of ADNs, 1968. Thank you guys so much for being here. Also, I would like to take this opportunity to say thank you to the administration for the support that you give the health professions every day, for the support of the Board of Trustees. They do amazing things in supporting our nursing program. They spend a lot of money. Thank you so much. To the faculty, thank you for your dedication to train new nurses. Fellow graduates, thank you for all the hard work you have put in to bring you here tonight to finish your program. You have made this dream a reality. Thank you. And finally, to our family and our friends, thank you for your patience, your love, and your support. You have given us over the last 2 years. It is that support and love that allows us to sit here tonight. Thank you so much. Graduates, we have made it through some long days and nights of studying. Don't make fun of me now. We have made it through ridiculous test questions where every answer was right, but one answer was more right, and that cannot be correct grammar. Can't be. We've made it through dump trucks of information being dumped on us 7 and 15 chapters at a time. We've made it through the implementation of the new ADN curriculum. Woo! During this process, we have learned many things. We have learned how to sift through that ton of information and get to the meat of what's there. That's a hard thing to do, but we've done it. We've learned how to expect and deal with change. Change happens all the time. We've learned how to work together as a team, and that's true. We are a team. And we have learned that our choice to become nurses was the right choice for us. Thank you. To each of our instructors, I would like to express our appreciation for your willingness to pass on your knowledge and experience to new nurses. I think back to our first year, second semester, and I remember Amy West. I wish Amy could be here, but she couldn't tonight. Amy, we all heard, she's tough. And boy, they were right. She was tough. But she told us what she expected from us, and those expectations never changed. So for that, I will always remember Amy. She treated every student the same and went out of her way to make sure she was being fair. Many of our instructors showed great patience while instructing us. I just don't get it. What do you mean? What do you mean critical thinking? It's yes or no. Why does it have to be something else? Whether in lecture or lab, clinical, our instructors could be counted on to take the time to help us, to correct us, and to advocate for us. Thank you again to all the instructors and staff that truly work tirelessly to get us to complete our program today. Thank you. When the second year of our ADN program started, there was about 20 LPNs that joined our class. I can tell you, I was a little bit hesitant. How are we going to put 44 people in a classroom and get anything out of it? But Kathy made a way. I learned a whole lot this semester, but what I learned was you guys are fantastic nurses and fantastic people. You blessed our year by joining us, and thank you so much. Looking back over the past 2 years, I can remember getting to know each and all of you. Each graduate has a story, and you guys know me. I love to hear people's stories. That's why I'm a nurse, because I want to hear people's stories. Each graduate has been working hard to meet a goal and trying to better their life. Some of you young whippersnappers, that's the Southern, are just starting your adult life. You're going to go into a new career. You're going to get your first house. You're going to be on your own for the first time. Some of you are starting a family. Janet, they didn't listen. I think there were like 3 babies birthed during our program, and at least that I know of, 2 more on the way. So some of you are starting that family. Some of you are trying to better provide for your existing family. And then some of you, like myself, are changing course in the middle of your life to become a nurse. We each have dreams that we are trying to fulfill. But as nurses, you will fulfill them in service to others. And for that reason, I am proud to know each and every one of you. However, because we have finished nursing school, there are a few things we are going to have to give up. We're going to have to give up those discussion board posts. Woo-hoo! I will not miss them. We're going to have to give up the emotions after an ATI test. Oh, yeah. No more end of the semester clinical evaluation forms. But make sure you turn yours in for this semester. No more being told what you can and cannot eat in a classroom or drink. And no more listening to me about scholarships and campus activities. And finally, for some of you, you know who you are, no more day drinking. You got to give it up. In conclusion, it has been my honor to be accepted into Sauk's ADN program and to be a part of this amazing group of students and nurses. Again, I say thank you for the opportunity to speak today. Now I urge you to go on, conquer the NCLEX test, and become a nurse that makes a difference in each one of your clients' futures and a difference in our profession. Thank you.
Thank you, Manuel. For the practical nursing program, would Patricia Garcia please come?
My name is Patricia Garcia. I can't even say my name. And my speech is about vision. I am 61 years old, so I keep vision alive. First, I would like to thank Sauk Valley College and the LPN nursing program for the class of 2018 in pursuit of their LPN vision. I would also like to recognize Janet Lynch, Dean of Nursing. I'd like to recognize Christy Vincent, Angie Delmott for Med-Surg, the instructors, and Kayla Gaffey, OB instructor, for equipping us with understanding, knowledge, and wisdom of the body, how it functions, and our role in the healing process. The season for the class of 2018 was described by a fellow classmate, Shauna Partridge, as this: I have literally never struggled to go to sleep in the same moment I couldn't keep my eyes open, cried in the same moment I laughed and smiled, in the same second I wanted to scream. And as the end gets closer, I find it more scary and overwhelming, bittersweet. As this season ends, another season begins. Time cannot be stored, stopped, or slowed. There is a time limit to everything in life, and each experience is a gift that we have been entrusted with and must not waste. Like money, it should be managed wisely and not spent. Now that the season in our lives is coming to an end, I speak to activating your vision with the tools we have been given for our tomorrow. Vision is about where you're going, not where you're at. As you continue on in your nursing careers, have big vision. Use your God-given power to determine your destiny. The decision you make today and act on creates opportunity and your tomorrow. Tear down every negative thought that tries to prevail against you as you pursue your vision and future that lies within you. Align yourself with positive people, people of encouragement, and those who know that you are exceptional. Bishop T.D. Jakes summed vision up in this way, and these are his comments. I don't want any emails about, I don't have a master's and I'm still smart. All right, Bishop Jakes stated that he was writing a column for Wall Street Journal. He stated that the editor had him all pumped up and he thought that the column was going well until he started reading the reviews. Bishop Jakes said to himself, they don't like me. Why am I wasting my time on this column no one likes? So he stopped writing the column. Well, the editor called and asked why he stopped writing the column, and he said, because I started reading the reviews and I didn't think I was good at it. So the editor says to Bishop Jakes, those are not our constituents. The people that we write to are intellectual, articulate, readers with masters or mores. The people that are commenting can't even spell. You cannot use the comments as an indication of the audience because our readers don't have time to comment. Bishop Jakes said he suddenly realized that he had lost an opportunity to talk to the giraffes, but he was distracted by the turtles. In every person's life, there's a giraffe and turtles. They occupy the same space. The turtle is geographically in the same location as a giraffe is, but the turtle is eating on the level of his vision, and the giraffe is eating on the level of his vision. Whenever turtles comment on giraffes, you can't trust their comments because their comments are a reflection of their worldview. It's okay to ignore turtles in your life. Know that you are perfect for your God-given vision, which is to serve others, to be a part of something bigger than yourself. I find this to be one of the greatest gifts one can have, the gift of healing. Our attitudes every day is a reflection of our mission and our vision. So I appreciate who you are. This is the season to discover yourself. And I'll ask all the LPNs to stand up. Place your right hand over your left shoulder and pat yourself and give yourself an attaboy. Thank you.
Thank you, Patricia. Representing Radiologic Technology, Emily Bay.
Well, if there was anything Maggie and Diana ever taught me, it was to come prepared. So, opportunity is missed most by people because it is dressed in overalls and looks like work. Thomas Edison. No one sitting here in front of me today is here because they wanted life to be easy or because they wanted things handed to them. We're all here because we just completed the most mentally and emotionally difficult 2 years of our lives, and we did it because we want to make a difference. We know what it's like to work hard, study hard, and achieve our goals. A brief overview of the radiology program, because a lot of times I feel like when you tell people, oh, I'm in the radiology program, they go, radio what? X-ray. So, the very first day of class, we learned how to position for x-rays. We learned hand, foot, wrist, abdomen, you name it. We learned it all. We learned so many that in fact in 6 weeks we learned, tested on, and passed 85 different positions. And that was just first semester. Second semester, we did it all over again for another 75 positions for a grand total of 160 positions in 6 months. Not only did we learn about positioning, we learned how to operate the machinery, what size image receptors to use, how many inches the x-ray tube needed to be away from the bucky, and then we had to learn not to say bucky because no one knows what bucky is. While doing all of this, we still had to go to class, learn everything about every bone in the human body, and we didn't get a summer break. We took physics, our favorite course. We learned how x-rays are produced, how they move through the tube, how the image receptor interprets the x-rays, and how the images appear on the screen before us. And then we had to learn how our eyes work so that we can read the image in front of us. When we went to clinicals all summer long too. And now as second year students, we're in clinicals 3 full days a week, class 2 days a week, and we typically spend about 32 hours between the two. And that doesn't include commutes, and it doesn't include studying time. It can be very overwhelming. We started the program with 26 students, and we ended up with 18. We have 2 students in our Lambda New, and that's the Honor Society, and if you don't know what that is, that means you have to have a 3.5 GPA or higher. So for 2 of us to have that, you worked hard, because, wow. None of us knew what we were going to be getting ourselves into, but looking back, it's been worth it. Our whole class is like a family. We've been there for each other through sims and awful tests that, you know, it's a lot of our tests. They're all right, but one is the most right. We've gone on a lot of trips together. We went into Chicago for the RSNA, and we learned about the newest and greatest technology in MRI, CT, X-ray. But, I mean, honestly, we were there for the free pens and all the other free things. We went to Peoria for the Illinois State Society of Radiologic Technologists, and we heard experiences from techs and physicists from all over the state. We even got to hear our physics textbook author speak. And we stayed the night a couple of nights and made some incredible memories, from AJ winning dance-offs and Liana winning limbo competitions. And the most important lesson we learned from Peoria was that just because we're in a karaoke bar doesn't mean we can sing. We owe a tremendous amount of thanks to our incredible instructors for all their time and effort put into us in our education. Maggie, Diana, Jesse, and Vicki, and all of our clinical instructors at each hospital site have gone above and beyond for us these last 2 years. They've created study guides, answered endless amounts of questions before tests, mostly from Al. They've had our backs at clinicals, and they've had our rough days and pushed us to always be the best we can be. They are truly here because they love what they do, and they have our best interests in mind. I'm sniffing a lot, I'm sorry. We would not be here if it weren't for their patience, kindness, and dedication to the program. We also owe our families as much gratitude as we do our instructors for putting up with our crazy schedules, fluctuating emotions that was we balance studying, clinicals, work, and each one of our family members' schedules too. It's been a crazy 2 years for some, with families changing and growing, little ones growing up in the blink of an eye, new engagements, and newfound loves. The education we have received, the memories that were created, and everything we learned along the way about ourselves and each other cannot be taken away from us, and they will be cherished for years to come. So congratulations to us. And I'm going to leave you with my favorite quote from Christina Yang. Have some fire, be unstoppable, be a force in nature, be better than anyone else here, and don't give a damn about what anyone else thinks.
Thank you, Emily. All of you speakers, thank you for the excellent job you've done to represent your classes. As I've indicated before, this is the 50th year of pinning at Sauk Valley Community College, and before we pin the candidates tonight, it's appropriate for us to briefly travel through the past 50 years of health professions at SVCC, as well as some glimpses into the national landscape. The tradition of formal training for healthcare professions is really only about 150 years old. Prior to the 1870s, most people were cared for in their homes by family members. As we all know, the college was founded in 1965. The first graduating class was 1968. Upon review of Sauk nursing and rad history, I found many wonderful things. One quote I found in the 1967 yearbook was, "We needed Sauk." We still do. I found many names, administration, faculty, and students that I remember with fondness. There are too many wonderful people to mention, but we hope they know they are never forgotten. I found historically in the 1960s that the first neonatal intensive care unit was established at that time. It was also the beginning of the nurse practitioner role. So nurse practitioners are well established as primary care providers today. And actually one of our first faculty members, Joan Lesage, has been instrumental in nurse practitioner education. Radiology was a department with film and view boxes, equipment with very basic functions. The advancements in digital imaging have dramatically changed this profession. I've also found many things that have not changed. I found meeting minutes from the 1970s that said that the budget was cut from $1,100 to $880. I found that the subs were paid $20 a day. In 1976, they were having difficulty finding areas for clinical experiences. And they were suggesting that students be assigned to ride in emergency vehicles. In '77, I found reference that equipment was needed for the labs, and those included beds, first-year grads, right? Beds, overbed tables, and a gurney. And in 1979, I found that the BSN was being blamed for drawing applicants from the SVCC nursing program. I also in '84 found concern over size of student groups and reflecting on how the Nurse Practice Act would change ADN and LPN education. ADNs comprised 53% of all basic RN programs in '86 and 55% of all new RNs. The important thing about community colleges is that these people live, work, and vote where they're educated. In 1989, the nursing shortage was in the minutes. And they talked about infection control, geriatric training, that those things needed to be enhanced. All of these things ring true today. So, before we move forward, we're going to show you a brief video of our 50-year journey at Sauk. And please, if you could look at the northeast wall. you. I hope you enjoyed that as much as we enjoyed putting it together. It's time for the presentation of the candidates and the awarding of the pins. We are going to have some congestion up here, but families are welcome to come along the side of the cord, along the red line there. Your loved one will be pinned on this side. We have student ambassadors that will help the family members that are going to pin their student. You'll be coming up this way, and the student ambassadors are going to help you know when your row is up and those kinds of things. We'll do a row at a time. Okay, will the 1968 year class receiving an honorary pin please present themselves for pinning? Dennis, you go over here, and you guys help them. No, you go first. The graduates are being pinned by our board member, Dennis P. Fullrath. Kathleen Lone Clark. Linda Stericker Dennis. Mary Coffey Murphy. Beverly Shoemaker Mock. And Jackie Warner Wasson. We hope you all know how thrilled we are that you're with us tonight. Will the associate degree candidates please present themselves for pinning? They will be pinned by faculty member or assisted by faculty member Kayla Gaffey. Heather Becker is being pinned by Lori Becker. Sherry Bellini is being pinned by Jeff Ellis. Jalan Bruder is being pinned by Kayla Gaffey. Sarah Bryan is being pinned by Carol Chandler, RN, and Deb Bryan. Audrey Kane is being pinned by Jackson and Jeannie Kane. Jeffrey Carr is being pinned by Christina and Liam Carr. Angela Dennis is being pinned by Kayla Gaffey. Vincent DeVito is being pinned by his father, Joe DeVito. Magdalene Eggert is being pinned by her children and husband with the assistance of Kayla Gaffey. Catherine Gillespie is being pinned by her parents, Lois and Kent Gillespie. Jacob Gorski is being pinned by Tish Emily, RN. Jesse Gret is being pinned by Patty Jordan, RN, BSN. Danielle Grobe is being pinned by Danette Minks, RN, BSN. Mia Gustafson is being pinned by her daughters Kara and Addison Gustafson. Susan Hendricks is being pinned by Paul Check. Donna Hines is being pinned by Travis and Aspen Hines. Brittany Holacher is being pinned by Sheila Risley. Joseph Kelly is being pinned by Abby Kelly. Vanessa Kitzmiller is being pinned by Kayla Gaffey. Miranda Lee is being pinned by Meadow Lee and Alicia Guy. Melissa Lombardo is being pinned by Rosario, Gail, and Rosaria Lombardo. I heard him say he paid for this. Penny Luz is being pinned by Kayla Gaffey. Hannah Matheny is being pinned by her mother, Janet Matheny. Angelica McCoy is being pinned by her husband, John McCoy. Melissa Musel is being pinned by Kayla Gaffey. Caitlin Miller is being pinned by Jamie Dauphin, RN. Nathaniel Miller is being pinned by Dina Hay. Teresa Molina is being pinned by her sons Adrian and Aiden. Manuel Mooney is being pinned by his daughter Shauna Mooney. Oh, spouse, excuse me. That's what I get for notes. Heather Mosier is being pinned by Mason and John Mosier. Jesse Pate is being pinned by Kayla Gaffey. Jillian Peabody is being pinned by her mother-in-law, Penny Linville, RN. Raquel Romano is being pinned by her father, Anthony Romano. Amanda Roy is being pinned by her husband, Mark Roy. Laura Sabbath is being pinned by Kayla Gaffey. Andrew Sawtell is being pinned by Erica Sinat. Nora Serrano is being pinned by her daughters Janaea, Millie, Ariana, and Navea. Angela Thomas is being pinned by her husband Jackson Thomas. Lynn Trainer is being pinned by Kayla Gaffey. Riley Walters is being pinned by Vicky Vanatta. Alicia Wetzel is being pinned by her children, Evan, Bryce, and Madeline Wetzel. And Mary Williamson is being pinned by her father, David Carlson. Well, this is pretty awesome, I just have to say. It's the first year we've had the family members or loved ones do this, and I'm all for it. This is great. Would the radiologic technology candidates please present themselves for pinning? Emily Bay, being pinned by Tracy Bay and Linda Smith. Leanna Campalillo, being pinned by her fiance, Michael Fogel. Kenneth Catton, being pinned by Lori Catton. Victoria Garcia, being pinned by Tracy Temical. Danielle Hartman, being pinned by her mother, Laura Hartman. Oh, I did. You're right. Thank you. Again, note issues here. So I skipped Michaela. So Michaela Fraze, being pinned by Jake Fraze. Kayla Hoyt, being pinned by Debbie and Haley Kuiper and Gunnar Hoyt. Catherine Hughes, being pinned by Scott and Edward Hughes. Almadin Izeldaski, being pinned by Jacka Synod. Ajeen Joy, being pinned by Ashish Joy. Nancy Juarez, being pinned by Maria Juarez and Felipe and Jonah Sierra. Bronte Nussbaum, being pinned by Cindy and Eddie Nussbaum. Jenna Peterson, being pinned by Kim Jensen. Brianna Sandrock, being pinned by Ben and Tracy Sandrock. Trista Shelley, being pinned by Ben Johnson and Robin Thompson. Kimberly Smith, being pinned by Jordan and Kennedy Smith. And Catherine Lewis Stanton, being pinned by Lauren Stanton, Jaden, Hayden Lewis, and Lauren Stanton. Assisting in the pinning was Maggie Young, Radiologic Technology faculty. Okay, congratulations, Radiologic Technology candidates. Would the licensed practical nurses please present themselves for pinning? Faculty assisting is Christine Vincent. Christy Beidel, being pinned by Kylie Galvin and her boyfriend, Jesse Galvin. Chelsea Brown, being pinned by her fiance William and her son Kian. Ashley Butler, being pinned by her grandmother, Gwen Mead. Brittany Dalton, being pinned by her mother, Rachel Dalton. Alicia Eastman, being pinned by Christy Vincent. Susan Fish, being pinned by her husband John and son Christopher. Patricia Garcia, being pinned by her son Micah Sullivan. Shannon Gipe, being pinned by her son Cooper and significant other Tom. Amanda Cusk, being pinned by Christy Vincent. Anna Harshman, being pinned by her father, Michael Harshman. Kayla Hunt, being pinned by her mother, Colleen Hunt, and her daughter, Amelia Rosequist. Brittany Johnson, being pinned by Tyler and Jaden Blivens. Laura Ludwig, being pinned by her daughters Abby Johnson and Kelsey Ludwig. Gina Medina, being pinned by Christy Vincent. Shauna Partridge, being pinned by her daughter Michelle Henderson Bellows. Trisha Richards, being pinned by her son Gabriel Garza. Jennifer Seeley, being pinned by her daughter Genevieve Seeley and her husband Dustin. Amanda Thomas, being pinned by her mother, Peggy Oval. and Michelle Valdez, being pinned by her husband, Angelo Valdez. Congratulations to all of our LPN candidates. And Richard, if you could now bless us with a song for reflection, we'd appreciate that.
Would you believe me? Would you agree? It's almost that feeling we met before. Tell me that you don't think I'm crazy when I tell this day has come and it is now. A moment like this, some people wait a lifetime for a moment like this. Some people search forever for that one special day. Oh, I can't believe it's happening to me. Some people wait a lifetime for a moment like this. Everything changes, but beauty remains. Something so wonderful I can't explain. Well, I may be dreaming, but still lie awake. Can't we make this day last forever? For it's so wonderful we get to be here now. And a moment like this, some people wait a lifetime for the moment like this. Some people search forever for that one special day. Oh, I can't believe it's happening to me. Some people wait a lifetime for a moment like this. Could this be the greatest day of all? I want to know that you will catch me when I fall. And let me tell you this, some people wait a lifetime for a moment like this. Some people wait a lifetime for a moment like this. Some people search forever for that one special day. Oh, I can't believe it's happening to me. Some people wait a lifetime for a moment like this. A moment like this.
Always make us smile, Richard. Thank you. This part of the program is where the students choose one member from their class that exemplifies the following criteria: leadership, service, perseverance, patient advocate, professionalism, and enthusiasm. The person receiving the ADN award, the fellow students had this to say: from the start, has shown professionalism, respect, and generosity, organized, and maintains professional appearance. I have profound respect for this individual. Exemplifies the definition of an outstanding nurse, goes above and beyond effortlessly, kind-hearted, always strives for excellence, a leader who does what is right. Would Manuel Mooney please come forward?
I don't have any words. The only thing that makes me special are the people who love me and the people I know. And I know you guys. Thank you so much. God bless.
Before I announce ours, first I'd like to acknowledge the Lambda Nu Honor Society students in our class. So to be Lambda Nu, you have to have a 3.5 GPA or higher. And that would be Bronte Nussbaum and Trista Shelley. Way to go. The radiology class had these comments about the classmate they chose for the award. Always friendly and has a positive attitude, encouraging and helpful, taken many leadership roles in the past 2 years. Always strives to do her best. The recognition award goes to Trista Shelley.
I don't do speeches. I do want to say thank you to my teachers, my family, and my classmates. You guys have been wonderful. Without you guys, I wouldn't be here. You guys believed in me. My family believed in me. And thank you. I am here because of you guys and my family and friends. Thank you.
The LPN students had this to say about their award winner. Gives insight to others on what may help them. Always calm. Provides patience and kindness. Professional every day, whether at school or clinical. Positive attitude and smile. Displays genuine compassion. Always eager to learn and ready to take on whatever is thrown her way. Would Jennifer Seeley please come forward?
Thank you to my classmates. If it weren't for you guys, I don't know. I don't know. To my husband and my kids, thank you for putting up with me and all your patience and my family. Everything you guys have done to make this happen. is so appreciated. So, woo!
What a beautiful evening. I cannot begin to put into words to tell you about the wonderful view I have up here. There's just nothing better than this. Graduates, today marks a great milestone in your academic journey and career. Take in every moment. Look around you and savor the moment as you have envisioned this day since you committed to this long, hard road. It hasn't been easy, but that is part of the great academic journey. We are so very proud of you tonight as we know of the many more lives that you will impact in our community and beyond. Don't forget, in your next exciting chapter, remember to pay it forward to a student that is embarking on the journey that you are celebrating tonight. Be not only great practitioners in the field, but also mentors. And don't forget about us here at SVCC. We care about each and every one of you and your successes, and we expect to hear from you and see you. Tonight is only the beginning of another chapter with us. The Sauk family is always here, and quite oftentimes, many of you even return to us to teach and transform many more lives in your field. At this time, I'd like to thank the many health professions faculty, staff, and administration that have challenged you along this great journey, which includes Dr. Kathy Acker, Mary Margaret Evans, Kayla Gaffey, Mary Heitman, Christy Vincent, Angie Delmont, Therese Wood, Kim Cole, and Janet Lynch. A special thank you to Mary Heitman. Mary, where are you? Please stand. Mary will be retiring. Thank you for all of you have done for our college, its students, and the community. You will be greatly missed. Furthermore, I would like to thank the Rad Tech faculty, Diana Brevitt and Maggie Young, for their great work. We also must thank the many great health providers in our community that open their doors to our students so that they can gain experience in the clinical settings and join us in the growth of the workforce and train the students to provide the very best to our patients and in the community. Through this, in 50 years, drum roll please, we have seen 1,329 ADN, 1,250 LPN, and 698 Rad Tech graduates complete their degrees at SVCC. Congratulations on joining this elite group. Go forth, be proud of all you have accomplished. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Mandrell. Our final words for tonight. These pins mark you for life as a symbol of the profession you have joined. It's a strong, distinguished group. We're proud of you. We have confidence in you. Lead through continued growth. Know that you're privileged to help others and accept your obligation to do the right thing. Patients don't need you to be perfect, but they do need to know they can rely on you. Change will continue, as Manuel said, at an exponential rate. However, the fundamental aspects of caring and lifelong learning still apply to all practice. These programs and their impact on the community will continue to evolve and grow as we all work towards the best outcomes for patients. You will be our leaders. You have accepted the duty of taking care of patients and each other. So ask yourselves, how will you make a difference? Bloom where you're planted. What is the bigger picture or purpose you wish to realize in your career? When you look back on your career, we hope you can say, well done. We place ourselves in your hands. This concludes our ceremony for this evening. Thank you for coming. The stage party and candidates will exit first. Please join us in the West Mall for refreshments and in the Dillon Mall for professional photographs. Thank you.